Green Day. That was Green Day. I guess September ended. Giant size man thing. All right, before that. Frank Turner, Recovery. Frank, true facts about the sea pig. Sarah Jaraz, Fuel the Fire, and Pink, Please Don't Leave Me, Radio Dead Air, KRDA. Monday night, except it's not. This is Tuesday. What am I talking about? I'm very sad and confused. We have What the Fuck Is Wrong With You live. It is almost that time again. God help us all. God help us all. Should probably get my headset ready. That's the wrong headset. I have multiple headsets. I have too much shit on my desk. What is this on my desk? I have a thing on my desk. I have super glue on my invisible super glue. Okay. That's gonna come back to haunt me. I have stuff all over my desk. My desk is messy. I do. That is a dongle. I have a dongle. It's a dongle. This is a dongle. It's a dongle. Yeah, we're getting to a rough point in the night, but that's okay. Perfect timing for it. It is almost time for What the Fuck Is Wrong With You. But first, Radio Dead Air as a Patreon, and we need you. We need patrons. You help make Radio Dead Air possible, because playing copyrighted music ain't cheap. I pay to do this shit. I pay licensing. It sucks. It's at patreon.com/radiodeadair, or if you're at this site, like you should be, that's where the chat is. Somewhere around there is a link to the Patreon, little orange thingy. Boop, click on it. There you go. Lots of different reward tiers, and at the $30 and $50 level, we have Radio Dead Air shout-outs where you can promote stuff here on the Radio Dead Airs. Stuff like Raucow. Raucow is a YouTuber, Let's Player, all-around weird sort of gent. Plays video games in an entertaining fashion. Hey, who doesn't like that? Well, maybe you don't. And if you don't, okay, that's fair. But check it out anyway. You can find his stuff on YouTube or simply go to raucow.com. He played, she played, husband and wife Let's Players, because who doesn't like a little Let's Play? They play games together and apart and together and apart and together. They are on the YouTubes. You can go and find them. Just look for He Played, She Played. Spectrum Pulse from Mark Grondin is a music and pop culture review show from a very hardworking gentleman. He puts out regular looks at just about all the music, all of it. You want to know what's going on in music, Mark is your guy, and he has done some incredible work. You can find his stuff on YouTube. Just look for Spectrum Pulse. And hey, he's got a Patreon as well. Patreon.com/Spectrum Pulse. RT Gomer Productions. It's a collection of very talented people doing very entertaining things. Vlogs, blogs, reviews, podcasts, webcomics, all stuff. Vlogs, blogs. Oh my God. So many. They do it all for absolutely free, and it is very cool. You can check their stuff out at rtgomer.com. I can get my window. There we go. Speaking of podcasts, Popcorn Junkie is from John Bailey. It's a weekly filmmaking and film podcast. Let's see what he's got this week. Night School, Smallfoot, Hellfest. Oh, and Ghibli, My Neighbor Totoro. That's good. We like My Neighbor Totoro. It's not going to scar you for life. And next week, oh my God, next week Venom's gonna be there. I know it. Anyway, you can check out John's stuff. You can check his stuff out on the Gumby Cat Networks. I think there's a Patreon as well. Patreon.com/popcornjunkie. Irving Zoo is a review site and looks at some of the older and weirder aspects of geek culture that we may have forgotten. Like, for example, there is a Shazam TV series from the 70s, and it is as weird as you might expect it to be. He also does guitar stuff sometimes too, and I enjoy that. You can find him on YouTube. Simply go and look for Irving Zoo. Mariachi Entertainment System is a collection of very talented mariachi musicians doing video game songs in a mariachi style. They also do originals, and hey, they're working on a brand new album. We played them here before. They are entertaining good folks. Check their stuff out. It's on the YouTube. Simply go and look for Mariachi Entertainment System. Rowdy C is home of Rowdy and Friends. There's a whole lot of different varied stuff. Reviews, live streams, TV trash. Oh boy. That's and just funny and good video stuff like people should. Like they did in the olden days of the internet. You can check it out. All this stuff, rowdyc.com. Old School Gaming is an streamer. Can I speak words? Glasgow, Scotland streamer who tries to keep things on the positive side. Does video games with heavy story elements, RPGs, first person kind of stuff. The good stuff that you can just really sink your teeth into. Streams 3 times a week. You can check his Twitch site for his schedule. Recommend you giving it a look. For Old School Gaming. Old School. You get it? Old School. It's a pun. Seeker's Light from Nicole Snow. It is a novel. Let's get the picture over here so everyone can see. Come on. Don't fuck with me. We got to see the picture, because, come on. Look at that book cover! Lizards and cowboy hats! Sworn to protect the galaxy's most precious secret, 15-year-old Emma Shodel will do whatever it takes to keep her promise. However, when the Earth is attacked by the fanatical tyrant Celianos, who thirsts for the power of a god and will hunt down any who stand in his way, Emma realizes the cost to protect the secret is too high. As the seeker pursues them, Emma finds herself forced to make a terrible choice to protect the galaxy or protect her brother. And lizards, cowboy hats, come on! It's awesome. Go check that stuff out. You can find that seekerslight.godaddy. You'll have to check it out. There's a link. It's being a little glitchy this week, but there's a link. And finally, Tale Foundry is a literary... It's not that. It's a literary analysis show where they dig into how fiction works and use the knowledge to write new stories. They take stuff like Irish Celtic mythology, H.P. Lovecraft, American folk stories, discuss how the stories work, brainstorm with their patrons and on Discord to make a new story. You can find their stuff on the Patreon. It's a very cool kind of thing. Go and check it out. Tale Foundry is what it's called. But Nash, you talk so fast. How is anyone supposed to find this stuff? I'm glad you asked. If you're on this site, live.radiodeadair.com, and you look a little bit further down, way down there, do you see it? Do you see it? It's down there. I can see it. Can you see it? It's down there. There's a link to all our current and past Radio Dead Air shout-out patrons. Thank you to everyone who contributes to the Patreon. 50 cents to $50. You help make this thing possible. I could not do this without you. I am eternally grateful. And now, to make you all sad, because that's what we do here. Let's get Tara on the internet thing. Oh, I got it done, folks. I did that shit. Let's get Tara going. All right. Please work, computer. Please bloody work. I can hear her. Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I was negotiating with cats.
That doesn't work so well.
It didn't, no, which is why Dan just had to go and scold cats instead. Peggy and Dottie are little velociraptors, by which I mean they hunt in pairs. And Simba was sitting in the hallway, so Peggy set herself up at one end, and Dottie set herself up in the other, and they were all like, "Fuck you! You live in this hallway now." So it's going really well.
Tell them about the people that you work with at the cat shelter who are just like, oh, everything's going so great.
One of the things I do at the cat shelter is I do follow-up calls with new adopters to see how the cat's adjusting to their home. And I've had so many calls where they're like, "Oh, I thought it was going to be an issue with my cat, but they were best friends after like a day." And I'm like, "That's great. Go fuck yourself." I got the fucking plastics over here. Like, you can't sit with us. Dottie started this new thing where she follows him around. She stalks him, all Mission Impossible. And then as soon as he looks at her, she growls and acts like he's chased her and she's afraid. And he just looks at her. Like last night, she followed him around, and then he looked at her, so she growled, and then he flopped over and went, and she acted like he had cornered her and just sat there looking like, "Now what do I do? Oh my God." And I'm like, "Yeah, this terrifying beast has you cornered." Yep, that's what fucking happened.
So you are getting ready for New York Comic Con tomorrow.
I am. We're working Thursday through Sunday this year, so it should be fun.
You getting assigned to anybody interesting?
Yes, I'm not allowed to say. I don't think I'm allowed to say.
Yeah, you're really not supposed to.
I'm hoping to make the Good Omens panel. We're not working with them. I'm hoping I can try and make it, but I don't know with my schedule what that's going to look like. My goal, there's a comic book artist who did Captain America comic book covers, except with David Wright from the Mets, whose nickname was Captain America, and he just retired this past weekend. So I need to go and get myself one of those. It's a con exclusive. It's like my two, like Captain America, David Wright is like my favorite Met. It's like...
See, I understand Captain America, but I don't... What is this Mets of which you speak? That strange...
So anyway...
distant thing.
I'm going to go get that. But yeah, it should be fun. It's supposed to be nice weather all weekend, which will be good. And I haven't seen a lot of big stuff at Comic-Con. Like, Marvel's not putting on a ton. I think they have a Daredevil screening, but I don't know that they have any of the cast coming.
Disney does their own Marvel thing now.
Yeah, they have their own con. But usually, like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. used to do every year at New York Comic-Con.
That's Marvel, and that's Marvel Entertainment, not Marvel Studios.
So, well, yeah, but...
Marvel Entertainment doesn't get to play at the big con. They get to play at the little one because nobody at Marvel Studios likes them.
So usually Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is there, but I don't think they're even there this year. So, I don't know.
Well,
and
it is...
no X-Files panel for the first time since I've been going.
Well, it is October, and this is for the folks in the channel and also for folks on the YouTube. Just to let you know, we are doing our annual Best of the Worst of the Sexy Costumes.
Yes.
Now is the time...
I know Andy already pulled it. I think the Sexy Handmaid qualifies.
Yeah, well, anyway, no spoilers.
Everybody sent it to us.
If you have a contestant for the one of the worst sexy costumes of the year, by all means, please send that on to us at request@radio.air.com. That'll be October 29th, and it'll be up on YouTube soon after. So get that on, and we'll take care of that. But right now, we have a different sort of horrible stuff to go through. It is, of course...
It's our regular weekly horrible.
It's becoming less horrible in its own way. It by basics of comparison.
I mean, I guess, yeah, like compared to the real news,
Right?
it's less upsetting.
Right?
So, yeah.
Come on, fucking work. There it is. Trying to find my damn intro. Why you no work? All right, here we go.
I know the beginning and the end of the intro, but not the middle.
All right, so let's get this underway. Each week, Catherine, the Radio Dead Air audience, go out in the worldwide interwebs, find all sorts of horrible stuff, bring it back here for a little segment we like to call What the Fuck Is Wrong With You? And Tara, I've been doing this for over a decade, close to 2.
Yeah.
And I'm amazed it took this long, but this...
Do we actually have a first?
So, a horse walks into a bar.
I'll tell you what delighted me about this story. Have you seen the John Mulaney Netflix special, Kid Gorgeous?
Possibly.
It's very funny. It's his new Netflix special. He's delightfully weird, but hey, Google, shut up.
Holy
He does
shit.
this whole thing about there's a horse loose in a hospital. So.
I gotta see that again. That is amazing. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What
Give me
the
a fucking beer. I like beer.
Topical. Horse runs wild inside bar after escaping racing stable north of Paris, Chantilly, France. A horse galloped into a bar in France, and as you can imagine, things got a little wild. That was the best you could do? Come on, who wrote this? There's no byline. That was the best.
I wouldn't put a byline on that either, because
This is gold.
not even Buck Wild.
The world, you were handed gold, and that was the best lead you could. Oh my god.
Very disappointed in you, whoever you are.
The young horse escaped her racing stable and ran for the nearest bar, which happened to have been 7 customers inside as she bucked her legs in the air and bumped into tables and chairs. Surveillance video captured the horse running from one end of the business to the other as people scampered away. The horse eventually ran back outside. No one was hurt.
Now, someone on Twitter pointed out that it looked like her saddle had slid, and that's why she was so upset. I don't know enough about horses to know if that's true, but that might be the reason.
That's kind of like a horse wedgie.
Yeah. Someone called Joss Whedon, "We found bad horse."
I was just waiting for the live action version of BoJack Horseman is going weird. Yeah.
See, and I was delighted because the first time I saw this, it was because John Mulaney retweeted it. And because he does that whole bit about a horse loose in a hospital, that made me happy.
I just imagine people out looking for the horse, like, where could the horse have possibly gone?
He went to get some wine.
Well, gee, let's check pastures, let's check fields. Maybe he's on the side of the road.
In Ireland, I feel like everybody would have just kept drinking. That's a fucking horse.
Fuck your Honda Civic. I have a horse outside. Yeah. Fucking. That's not what you expect when you're sitting down for a drink.
You're just sitting there drinking your feelings. You don't expect Mr. Ed to come barreling through.
These are the moments in life you have to stop and take stock and like think for yourself, is this really happening or have I finally snapped?
Or is it time for the bartender to cut me off? Have I had enough? Sacre bleu! It's my terrible French. You're welcome.
The horse the horse was not there to was not fucking around.
That horse. That's not a happy horse.
That's like, fuck you, fuck this, fuck all of you.
What do you mean you don't have Budweiser?
Still a better Supreme Court pick.
Well, it's because they use horses.
All right.
Is that song about the Wells Fargo wagon?
So, yeah, it's, I don't go near Chick-fil-A anymore. Because
I've never had Chick-fil-A.
You didn't miss anything.
Don't generally have it up here. I think they put one in my mall a while ago, but it's not been a thing up here.
So, this is one of those... I'm kind of glad that I don't go. If this is the kind of thing that happens at Chick-fil-A, I'm kind of glad I have no reason to go there.
Are they fighting?
No. You're just fucking with him while he's in the litter box.
That's the other new thing they do. He tries to pee and they go and mess with him. Poor Simba.
Naked
in our Mean Girls world. Sorry.
Naked Florida man tries to start Fight Club at Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Deputies say he stripped down and kept yelling, "Look at my dick."
No one wants to see your dick. That's rule 1.
Florida man faces misdemeanor charges after authorities say he stripped his clothes off outside a Chick-fil-A while inviting passerbys to stare at his exposed genitals.
How is that a fight club?
The bizarre incident unfolded shortly after 1 a.m. Monday. A witness told investigators the episode began when she took a call from her boyfriend, who said he was being chased by a man while riding his bike past Winn-Dixie. Witness said when she got to Chick-fil-A, a stranger was challenging her boyfriend to a fight. Then, she said, he took off his clothes and began yelling about people staring at his private parts. I observed multiple vehicles drive by while the man was nude and yelling, "Look at my dick." The man...
I'm still not clear on how that's a fight club.
That doesn't sound like a fight club, no.
That sounds like a look at my dick club.
30-year-old Corey Michael Hatzel was arrested on charges of disorderly conduct and resisting officers without violence. Now, why, if you're concerned about people staring at your dick, why are you giving them a better look?
Maybe it was like a really ill-conceived homophobia protest because it was the Chick-fil-A.
No, I'm not. You're trying too hard. You're trying too hard.
Look at my dick. I'm a man.
Why of?
They're gonna mistake that for a chicken tender and put it in the fryer, and then you're not gonna be happy.
Hey, and this is a terrible thing Chick-fil-A's been doing, especially in the summer. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's more efficient." They've been sticking people outside for the drive-through. There's like 2 people they stick outside. I've watched this. I've driven by.
What?
Okay, here's how it works. They have 2 people who are holding like flip book menus and like iPad thingies. And you drive up first and then you give them your order.
So it's car hop.
And then you drive around further and there's someone who takes the money. And then you get to the window and but it gets better. You think, "Oh, well, the window opens so you get your food." No, there's someone standing outside the window who gets the food from the window and hands it to you.
Why?
And it's been horrible.
That sounds really dumb.
It's been horrible because the temperature during the summer here was so bad. So I've just...
Yeah.
The Chick-fil-A is like right next to the Best Buy. So I've been driving by sometimes when I go to the Best Buy and I'm just looking at these poor people melting and dying.
In their polyester uniform.
Yeah, why? So this is it's already a bad time for them.
Like the speaker technology is pretty good now. You can usually understand them.
It's
That's dumb.
I just, so these people already have to deal with all this shit, and now on top of it, there's your dick.
Right.
Now, granted, it was 1 a.m. and Chick-fil-A closes like at the instant the sun goes down because God, I think.
I don't think there's any rules about chicken after sundown in the Bible. At least they didn't teach me that in catechism, but to those people, Catholics are heretics, so I could be wrong.
But the first thing you do, you come in, you clock in, you check the security footage.
And there's a guy giving everybody the helicopter dick.
Good morning, here's a penis. That is not the way you want to start.
And some people do like waking up that way. But that's a choice.
Not a responsibility.
And that's not a choice. That's not a choice that you have made by taking a job at the Chick-fil-A.
No, it is not.
You didn't sign on for morning penis.
Well, you think to yourself, hey, Chick-fil-A, there's problems, obviously. What's my alternative? Zaxby's. Zaxby's is an alternative to Chick-fil-A.
What's Zaxby's?
Zaxby's is a chain restaurant that does chicken without all the hating the gays.
Without all the Jesus?
Yes. And they're quite good.
Okay. Up here we have like KFC and Popeyes.
So yeah, we have Zaxby's. Oh wait, no, that's ruined too.
Wendy's chicken was pretty good the other day.
Gwinnett man demands free Zaxby's while impersonating FBI agent. Man claiming to be an undercover FBI agent barged into a Snellville Zaxby's on Thursday afternoon and demanded free food. Shortly before 4 p.m., Timothy Lee Driver went to the Zaxby's on Stone Mountain Highway. Driver flashed an empty gun holster at the cashier, said he was an undercover FBI agent, and asked for free food. The cashier called police. Now here's the balls on this guy. When officers arrived, Driver told them he was an FBI agent.
Really? You just kept it going.
You're not going to try to walk that shit back. Maybe even throw it. Maybe even try to, oh no, I'm retired.
Like your gambit has failed.
No.
Just quit while you're behind.
Seriously.
Also, I don't think that's a free food thing.
No. It's not like you join the FBI, get free chicken. That's not in the Constitution.
I don't think that's part of the deal.
No.
I don't remember Dale Cooper or Mulder and Scully talking about a bunch of free chicken.
No. Coffee. Your coffee. They'll give you the fucking... Not chicken. That's not what our founding fathers intended.
But the FBI didn't come along until well after the founding fathers, if we're being fair. Like, there were no guys in white powdered wigs flashing Fed badges. Like, that wasn't a thing. Oh, that would be fun, though. Like an X-Files set in colonial times? That would be fun.
Everything would be witches, dude. Everything would be witches.
Yes. That would be fun.
Driver was arrested.
That's basically the Crucible. I guess it wouldn't actually be that fun.
Driver was arrested and taken to the Gwinnett County Detention Center. He's being held on $3,000 bond. Hey, you know what would have been a lot less than $3,000?
Just buying your lunch.
Paying for your fucking chicken! Much cheaper than $3,000.
Yeah.
Just your chicken. Pay for your...
And like, you thought they were going to be impressed by an empty gun holster?
That's like... Yeah, well, it's an
There's
invisible...
no gun in there.
It's an invisible FBI gun. This is a well-known fact. It's an invisible FBI...
You're like in the deep state. Okay. Well, the deep state obviously gets free chicken. Everybody knows that.
I just love that he tried to bullshit the cops. They're going to be like, oh, okay, you're FBI.
No, really, I'm a Fed. Can't you tell? By my lack of identification.
He didn't even, he unable to give a name or phone number for a supervisor. So that means they're like, okay, sir, what's your supervisor's name?
Bob.
Bob Singer.
The balls on this guy.
Walter Skinner.
Oh, well, hey, speaking of the balls on this guy, this is another. Okay. I have run for.
That could mean literal balls on this show.
It could. I have run for a bus in my day. Like, and I didn't catch it because the bus driver's like, you ain't here, I'm gone, fuck you. I have run for a cab. I've even, and I'm very proud of this, I missed a tube in London. And
Is that a thing to be proud of?
Yes, because that is
like an accomplishment.
That is a true Londoner experience. I've had that experience in my. However, this is one even I have not attempted. Dublin Airport plane chasing passenger charged. A passenger had been pinned to the ground by police at Dublin Airport after running out onto the terminal toward a plane and shouting for the pilot to wait.
Yeah, they're not going to do that. Well, it's Ryanair. They might.
Patrick Keogh.
It might be like, for $20, we'll wait, bro.
Patrick Keogh, 23, made it to the taxiing Ryanair aircraft before police arrested him. He had been charged with criminal damage to a door lock and granted bail. Ground crew members said he just ran from the building toward the plane. The Irishman was quite determined to make his flight, an eyewitness told Irish broadcaster RTE, adding that he ran toward the plane with his suitcase under his arm. BBC.
You know, if you were quite determined to make your flight, you would have shown up on time.
But it gets better. BBC News' Declan Harvey. Declan Harvey. Who was at the scene.
It's BBC News Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland. Okay, sorry. I don't know.
It's important. It's the whole of the country.
When police arrived, there was a scuffle. Mr. Keogh was pinned to the tarmac. Mr. Keogh.
Say that name.
What, Keogh?
No, where he's from.
I'm not saying it. He's from County Wexford.
You didn't
County
even
Wexford. Wexford, yes.
I honestly don't even know how to say that.
I cannot pronounce this shit. If you can, people on the video.
Given the Irish tradition of throwing in a whole bunch of letters for free, I'm going to guess it's probably like Rinska. And I'll ask my cousin.
Mr. Kehoe of County Wexford was bought before Dublin District Court. Now listen, it gets better. Mr. Keogh covered his face with a folder and shouted abuse at waiting journalists as he left the court before swinging his suitcase at the crowd and lowering his trousers to expose his backside.
So he covered his face,
but not his ass.
But showed them his butt. Okay.
I don't think that's going to help your case.
Mm-mm.
If you're trying to determine to the judge that this was maybe just a lapse of judgment, that you were frustrated, stressed, important flight, pictures of your ass on the BBC because you got pissed that you were arrested.
Yeah.
That's not going to help your case. However, if you want to be on the Supreme Court,
yeah. Move to America.
You're fine. You are a perfectly qualified applicant. Oh, God, this is awful.
All right, we have someone in the channel, Drunk Higgins, who says, I'm Irish and I have no fucking clue what that.
I have no fucking idea how to say that one. No fucking idea.
It's like Ireland, when they were making up their language, got like a 2-for-1 on the consonants. Like they got a BOGO on consonants and they had all of them left over. So they just fucking threw some extras in everywhere. They don't make sense. You don't pronounce them. They're there for decoration.
I've long maintained that why the Irish have a reputation for drinking is spelling bees.
Yeah.
let's move on to Colorado. Hey, pot's legal in Colorado Springs. So that's why this story kind of baffles me, why this would happen. But it's also one of those cases of, yeah, you fucking deserve that, you fucking idiots. Teens mistakenly steal oregano after smashing van into pot dispensary.
Oh, babies.
Never.
Police are looking for up to 4 teenagers who they say smashed a stolen van into the front of a pot dispensary and ran off with t-shirts and what they thought was marijuana, but it turns out it was just oregano. Quote, "Our product is never out," said Kim Casey, the communication manager for Natives Roots, the dispensary it was broken into. But it seems the suspects who drove the van into the store early Wednesday didn't know that. Quote, "We have pre-rolled joints on display in our packaging and display cases. We do not put actual medicated products in them, so we use oregano to simulate the cannabis."
That's clever. I like it.
You know they smoked it.
Well, it's like how, you know, you go to Subway and they have all those fake sandwiches lined up.
Yes!
Same principle.
You know they smoked it.
Yeah.
And you know they're sitting there going, oh man, this is some good shit.
Now I want some fucking spaghetti.
Oh, I can really feel that. Oh no, man, this is such a good high. You know these fucking idiots.
That's what we call the placebo effect.
You could smell oregano smells way different than marijuana.
Yeah.
I just, what the fuck were
Did I
you?
tell you about the first time I actually smelled marijuana? And everybody laughed at me because I thought a skunk got into the Dave
Yes.
Matthews concert. It wasn't oregano.
And then what's making me even more nuts is this is Colorado.
Yeah.
You throw a rock, you'll find a place you can walk into and legally purchase.
Well, no, this was one of them. They just didn't want to pay.
Why not? It's fucking legal.
But they didn't want to pay.
You ain't got $10 for a fucking joint.
It's the principle of the thing.
Well then, goddamn it, go grow your own. You can do that now.
That's legal too.
There's a reason they call it weed. Make a hole in your backyard, dump it in, come back in a week. Well, all right, maybe not a week, but still.
That would be amazing.
You can get it for fucking free. But no, they stole a van and drove it through the front fucking window. And what did they get out of it? T-shirts and oregano. Good job.
If only the t-shirts could say something like, I drove a van through the dispensary and all I got was this stupid t-shirt and jail time.
Yeah, because here's the thing. When they catch your ass, you're still going to jail. It's not like...
Yeah, the pot's legal. You know it's not? Driving a van through the front of the dispensary. That's not legal. No, nor is theft.
So, yeah. Last one tonight. These gender reveal parties are just...
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Especially, it's a weird thing to me that we've come together, these two things have come together really weirdly, where like, increasingly as a society, we're trying to get away from traditional gender roles.
Yeah.
And embrace gender fluidity and, you know, but at the same time, there's been this rise in this gender reveal party thing. And I find that a weird juxtaposition of trends that I can't make sense of.
Well,
but also I think it's stupid and a dumb reason to spend a lot of money and make people buy you presents.
Well, this party, congratulations, it's a felony.
Oh, yeah.
Border agent starts 47,000-acre wildfire
Yeah.
by shooting exploding target at gender reveal party.
Like, do you have to be that extra? Just release balloons or cut a cake or something. Like, you're having a baby. Literally, everybody in the history of the human race has been a baby that somebody had. It's not that hard to have a baby. Almost any human can do it. So, like, let's dial it the fuck back.
Tucson, Arizona Border Patrol agent must pay $220,000 in fines after starting last year's sawmill fire during a gender reveal party. Dennis Dickey, 37, who pled guilty to misdemeanor federal charge Friday, is set for 5 years probation and has agreed to pay $220,000 in installments after he shot a target containing the explosive substance.
Tannerite.
Tannerite, yes.
He shot a fucking Tannerite target
Yeah, you can buy those.
at a gender reveal party.
Dan,
That's dumb.
why don't you use your expertise and explain to our audience why that's bad?
Because it's highly fucking flammable, explosive.
Does it have anything to do with a newborn baby?
No. That's just somebody who wanted to blow some
Is it
shit
a
up.
traditional baby gift?
No.
Dickie
Although
is...
in Atlanta, when I was in Atlanta, the gun store I went to, they would pack pumpkins with Tannerite, and you could shoot pumpkins on Thanksgiving.
What is wrong with the South? What is wrong with the American South? Are you guys okay?
No,
Is it all
because
fried food.
we're naked at the Chick-fil-A. We're not okay.
Got your dicks out in Chick-fil-A,
Like
shooting
what?
Tannerite.
What is wrong down there? What happened to you?
Dickie and his wife were holding a gender reveal party last year when he shot a, quote, high-velocity firearm at a target intended to explode either blue or pink powder. But instead of simply revealing the gender of their baby, the fire immediately caught the dry conditions and began spreading. The explosive gender reveal party stunt was recorded by several attendees. Look at that shit!
So is it a girl or a boy?
They don't say! The article doesn't...
That's what it is.
Congratulations! It's a fire element. It's a Balrog. We're having a Balrog. Yay!
Oh my, look at that, 47,000 acres. And I'm like sitting on my yard is, I think, what, quarter acre? It's not that. It's I'm just thinking, all right, take the house where I live and the yard and let's do that about 200,000 times, all of it on fire.
Because you just had to be hella extra telling everybody what's coming out of your uterus.
Why? Fucking...
And you're just going to name it Kaylin Jackson Madison with a bunch of Y's and X's anyway, no matter what gender it is.
Or Trig. They'll just name it Trig.
Like, white people American names are becoming as bad as the Irish language for all the extra fucking letters we're throwing in. Just saying. It's starting to look a little like Welsh, and I think we should stop it.
Why? I don't understand why they thought this would. Why?
Well, it did fly. Oh, it flew.
What? Why you just send cards? Get a balloon.
I don't get the whole gender reveal party. I don't care.
No, that's the other thing. Look, your friends really don't give a shit.
Let me know when there is a living person that I can say is cute, even though it looks like Winston Churchill for the first 3 months.
Your
And
friends.
I'll happily lie and say your kid is cute and doesn't look like Winston Churchill, because that's the right thing to do.
Your friends, hopefully your friends don't care about your baby's genitalia. Hopefully.
Yeah.
In fact, you should be encouraged if they don't.
That should be good.
That's a good friend. Just, God. Why explosives?
You tell me.
I don't know.
I live in the fucking South. Well, this was Arizona. I don't think that counts as the South.
No, Arizona's worse.
That's
It
the
is.
West.
Yeah.
There, I feel like there, it's just so fucking hot all the time that everybody goes a little crazy.
They have haboobs.
What?
A haboob.
What's a haboob?
As a big-ass goddamn sandstorm.
Oh, okay. I knew it was something, but I forgot what that word meant.
One day you wake up and you have a haboob on the forecast, and it's a wall of sand is coming for your city. Have a nice day.
So they live on the Fury Road?
Kinda. Yeah.
Because that would kind of explain this.
That would.
It's a Mortan Joe's baby.
I guess the first thing we learned tonight is no one really gives a shit about what gender your child is going to be, or you presume them to be, or whatever.
Like, I don't want to be rude,
Just
but literally, guys, procreation, not that special.
no.
Not tough to do. Same thing with weddings. A lot of people do it.
We've learned if you live in a place where pot is legal, just buy the pot.
Yeah.
Don't what? Just
Pot
buy.
being legal doesn't make theft legal.
No.
Those don't go together.
We've learned that if you try to chase the plane, it's not going to work.
You're not gonna catch it.
No, they're not going to go, oh, I'm sorry, let me interrupt the fucking flight plan.
Right.
Stop in the middle of the fucking runway where there's 3 planes backed up behind my ass and let down
Understand. He's more important than all of them. He comes from a
We've learned that the FBI does not get free chicken.
No. And the fake FBI definitely doesn't get free chicken.
No, they
The guy gets a set of handcuffs.
Yeah.
We've learned that if you want to keep people from seeing your cock, maybe keep your pants on.
It's a good way to do it. I mean, I have to keep reminding him of that, but he's getting up there in years. So, you know.
And finally this week we've learned if a horse runs into your bar, maybe it's actually there, maybe it's not, but it's probably a good sign it's time to close the tab.
Probably good time to go home
Yeah.
and have a glass of water.
Fucking horse!
Horse wanted a drink. I mean, it's France. They probably give the horses wine there. We don't know what they get up to over there. It's France. They all have those cone heads. Now there's a joke half the audience won't get. You don't get it either, do you?
I do. That is
Cut.
wow.
They're all gonna think I'm just being racist against the French, but I'm not. It's thing.
Remember when Dan Aykroyd was funny?
Is he not anymore? I don't really know what he's up to these days.
Ah. All right. Well, that was the news for this week. Thank you, Tara.
Next
Have
week
fun.
I'll hopefully have Comic-Con stories instead of angry cat stories for you.
Hey, you have fun. Enjoy yourself. Take care.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye. And that was What the Fuck Is Wrong With You for this week. Wrong button. Why do I always do wrong button? That was What the Fuck Is Wrong With You for this week. But hey, we still have much more time to go. If you have a request, go ahead and fire that off to requests@radiodeadair.com. We'll try and put it on for you. Let's see what we got here. But first, let's see. Oh. Oh. Oh no. I thought they'd stopped. Why haven't they stopped? Why are they still? There should be a law against this band. This isn't right. This isn't right. Your 15 minutes are up. Please leave. Todd in the Shadows. Radio Dead Air.